enjoy the fun, chatting with interesting people while styling while we run. It's Kickin in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.
Hello and welcome to Kickin' and Crocs, the podcast.
Start again with more energy.
Where we talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. My name is Steve, 1/3 of Kickin' and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the more energetic 1/3 of Kickin and Crocs.
Doesn't sound like it.
And I am Nick, probably like the middle energetic third.
I'll give that. I like that.
I'll take
I agree
middle
with that.
energetic.
Yeah, I like that. When he's not on the podcast, however, Nick is definitely the most energetic out of all of us.
What's up, everybody? I could be at times, sure. I think Dave and I go back
I don't know
and forth.
what it is about podcasts, but Nick all of a sudden just gets really mellow and not
Well,
as loud.
You got a resting little man.
That's
in the
true.
other
We do have a
room.
sleeping baby in the other room.
Respect.
So
for
you
the
would
family.
think we have a resting little man in the room,
Correct.
in his bedroom, which is
Yeah.
we are in the furthest spot from that bedroom right now.
Yes.
So when this podcast concludes, we'll move to the kitchen, generally
that's where he'll
speaking,
get loud, yep.
which is
Yep.
closer to the little man's room.
Yep.
And then his volume will
I
escalate.
understand that we're-
I told you when he has a microphone.
when we're in
that's
the
when he's
East
quiet.
Wing, I understand. But
Yeah,
in the
my
center wing,
1,300, 1,200 square foot,
Listen.
$500,000 home.
He has wings.
Very nice. It's nice. Listen, I like
Listen.
it. I like it. It's a great house.
If it's going to be $500,000, I should have wings.
They should have wings. We're just gonna build
When I
wings.
was a kid,
West Wing.
that's what if you had
Oh, seriously, right?
$500,000 home, there were wings.
There
There's
were
towers.
we're gonna build the wings outside your house, so we can call it.
Give him additions and stuff like that.
It literally is just a wing where you lift it up and it becomes a table in the shape of a wing.
So what's going on, gentlemen?
Nothing much.
Oh, busy week, but I think
Tell
we're
us about your
wrapping up.
week. We'll do a week recap for everybody.
Week recap. Oh boy. Can't wait.
Lots of projects that were bouncing around for work. That's super fun. Luca went for his new leadership position in Boy Scouts, so that was cool. Not sure how many of you guys have kids
Scoutmaster
in
Luca.
Scouts.
Is he a
He's
scoutmaster?
working. He is not a scoutmaster, but he is very close. By this time next year, he will be working on his Eagle already, which is awesome.
Wow.
He has been.
Is he a little young for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be. So basically,
Is
he'll
he going
be.
for youngest Eagle Scout in history?
I don't think so. We didn't look into it, so I doubt it.
That's actually an interesting stat that I would like to know.
We'll have to look it up.
What was
That's
the
cool.
youngest Eagle Scout in history?
Yeah, and you know what it is too. It's I hate to say it, but it's also sometimes like those karate schools you got to get black belt in 3 years. Right, if someone's just signing off on the requirements and not
Taekwondo. No,
really,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
No, it
If
is.
someone is just signing off on the requirements real quick and then like push promoting them,
The
they can
youngest
get
Eagle
through
Scout was Caitlin Auerbacher,
Okay,
11-year-old.
How long ago was that?
11 years old.
Was that recent? Or
He
was it-
started his scouting journey at 10 years old.
There's
Okay,
no
wait
way.
a minute.
No,
10 years and 2 months. Earned
he got-
60 merit badges exceeding the required 21.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you have certain requirements where you
Bro,
have to.
I'm looking at it
no,
right
no,
here.
but I am telling you,
I'm-
while
What year was
that's
that? What year was that? Because
2014.
so.
Okay.
Here's why.
So have they gotten stricter?
It's not that
or-
they got. I didn't. So to be fair, I don't know what the requirements were at 14. But right now, you have to be in certain positions for a certain amount of time. It would already put him past
All I'm
a
hearing
year.
is excuses why Luca hasn't pulled this off in a year. That's all.
So the role Luca's going to
So
be
he
in
just
now,
doesn't care? Is
he
that?
hates it. Yeah. The role he's going to be in now, it
It's all
requires
Nick
him.
forcing him to do it instead.
Well, he has to. No, I'm the
Burn this
opposite.
wood.
So here's the funny thing.
Whittle!
I've,
Whittle!
I've never done scouts. So I've told Nicole multiple times. Her brother was in scouts and her dad was a scout leader. So until
That
Luca.
explains so much. Go on.
Yeah, it does. So
minute,
until
isn't he a
Luca.
scout? Wait, aren't you a
Until Luca tried out for scouts, then I wanted to be
That's
a
when
scout
you-
leader. So for Cub Scouts, I was a leader. For Boy Scouts,
How could you be a leader if you were never a scout?
It's all volunteer.
I guess for
so you
Cub
take
Scouts, yeah.
you take a couple online courses on, like as an adult, on what's the safety 2-to-1, which is similar to what we do with the right. You can't be alone with a kid. What to watch out for.
No, I know, but we
And then-
all went up through the ranks
so
and are
when,
able to.
Teach karate now.
So did I. I started with the kids at Lion, and I had no. So this, I know what you're getting at. I'm sorry. So my partner, it was two of us. He was an Eagle Scout. I made sure of that. I said, I need someone that I could do presentations. I'm very comfortable with that, working with the kids, but I need someone to do the actual scouting stuff. I never went camping. I never went do any of that stuff.
I don't know how to tie a knot. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Listen, square knot, that was my limit at the time. So and the good thing is, as a Cub Scout, every year you're really repeating the same stuff at a slightly higher level, similar to levels at martial arts, right? You're not. It's just constantly building on the fundamentals, and do they listen? Do they understand?
That was
do they
so not my scouting experience when I was a kid.
Well, that's what it's supposed. I was.
Mine
a
was
good
arts
Cub
and crafts.
Yeah, no.
That's mine too.
We did some
I
arts and
lasted
crafts,
like 2. I got it to what was it?
I made it to
Bear?
Weeblo. I made it to
Bear.
Weeblo.
I didn't make it to
Weeblo's
Weeblo.
far.
Yeah,
I
and it was
didn't
all
even
arts
make
and
it to
crafts.
Weeblo.
No, we were camping.
We had one of the worst
cooking, all that stuff.
Myself and my buddy Chris, who is now a surgeon, were both asked to leave because we had no merit badges at that point. And we spent the meetings making fun of what we were doing and you can ask my parents too. They'll tell you, like, we had the worst troop.
Leaders, yeah.
We did nothing. There was no camping. We
Yeah,
didn't
same.
camp.
No,
We
for
didn't
me,
do
a
any.
lot of that.
Right, it was
Same
all
for me.
arts and crafts. And then I think the final straw was we made a weather rock, which I think I've talked about, and it had to be outside and like
It's
if
just
it's
a
white,
rock.
it's snowing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the ground, and the
Yeah.
roofs.
If
and
it's
the
wet, it's
fence.
raining.
You're like,
Yeah, I know.
Was it?
Yeah,
So you literally just had to get a rock?
It was
Yeah,
a piece
big
of
enough
coal
rock.
like tied to like a TP.
But it worked like a rock. It was dumb.
But I
So-
mean, it worked about
Okay,
as well
mine
as me
wasn't
putting my
that
hand
bad.
out.
Yeah, I'm looking
So
out the window.
when I was younger, I did go to one scout meeting of a friend of mine, and it happened to be the CPR course, and a bunch of guys with CPR dummies. I'll let your imagination take it from there. And I was like, I don't need to do this.
The best
I'm
thing that
good.
happened at Boy
no Boy
Scouts-
Scouts for me.
The best thing that happened at Boy
I'd rather
Scouts
work
for me
and train.
was Master Paul did a demo,
For the Boy Scouts.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
and that was my first interaction with that.
Nice. That's cool. So our Boy Scout troop is pretty big. We're around 40 or so, a little bit more. Wow. And we do go camping. We do go on trips. There's a lot of leadership activity. Like we have and it's when you get to Boy Scout or Scouts,
I
they
believe
call
Bots
it.
is big into Boy Scouts.
When you get to,
Yeah, I'm pretty
when you
sure.
get to Scouts, it's
Anthony
Scout
Bots, let
Run.
us know if you're
Meaning
big
as
into
a
Boy Scouts.
leader, as a parent, you're there for guidance, but they have to run with it. So they're only as successful as they're motivated to be. So you can't go in and just take over as an adult, because then you're eliminating the whole point of the Scouts. So you have to just be there for guidance. You're there to confirm if they've done work for badges. And we have new parents coming. We have a very big group now. So I just did what we call board of review. So think of it as testing. When you're testing, you sit in front of some of the leaders, and then they ask you questions to see if you know it, like you would on a test. You would say, show me the kick, show me whatever. So the one parent, he hasn't done a lot of these, but we assumed a different troop, a troop 150, who's fantastic.
The 5-0.
They joined us. Their troop was kind of disbanding, but there was about 8 or 9 of them that would like to keep going as scouts. And they say, can we join yours? So that added to our group. So we're doing the water review. And one of the questions was, what do you remember about your cooking experience? Because he had to lead a cooking thing. And he had done it, I don't know, maybe a year ago. So it was a while since he had done it. And he goes, oh, I really don't remember. And then the parent kind of like, okay, and moved on. So then when it was my turn, I'm like, let's revisit that thing you
I put a
forgot.
flashlight in his face. Answer the question.
Oh, no,
Tell me about your cooking.
No, you know what I want? And you know this, Dave, right? They know more than they think.
No, always.
So I'm like, let's tie it back. Just follow me down the path. You know it.
That's the standard when they don't. You're like, it's too hard to. I don't know. How's your day? It's good.
What's cool, exactly. So what was cool is after I got him to answer a couple of questions that he almost self-discovered. Man, I really do know that. The parent that was doing the testing with us, he was like, I'm just letting you know I'm taking notes. Like that was a really cool way of drawing out what he really knows. And I said, these kids, we can't have these kids just sit here and not know it. And they do know it. I know by the time they get to us, they know about 80% of what they need to, and that's okay because it's going to repeat. But we'll get it out. There's always a road to it. We'll find it.
No.
So it was pretty cool.
It's quite the week niggas had.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
So Luca wrote a speech, and he did his little speech. He did okay. He was happy about it. Got voted. He won for his position that he wants. So that was really
the
cool.
hair. It wasn't even a
It
speech.
was
It was the
100%.
hair.
No, it was 100% the hair.
hair.
It was. And Izzy's wrapping up. She graduates the 17th
To
from
high
8th grade.
school.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh boy.
Does she have an 8th grade dance?
Yes, she
We
does.
talked about this.
Yeah.
She
Talked about
does.
Because London had
London's
his
is tonight.
tonight. Yeah, he had his 8th
Yeah,
grade.
or it was
semifinal.
Friday. Sorry, it was Friday.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
2 days ago. If you follow it.
Yes.
How about you?
Follow along with us.
Any
Things happening during the week? No.
nothing?
Nothing really. We
Nothing.
trained. We trained on Thursday. Thursday night we got together. We trained.
We
did
did
some,
train on
some
Thursday.
sparring and
I had a
some
scuba diver in my
grappling.
pool.
We ran on Wednesday.
That's right. Yeah, checking for leaks. That's right.
Apparently, if you have leaks in a pool,
we
an
ran on
actual
Wednesday.
scuba diver
No,
goes to your
nothing
pool.
crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing cool?
No, not really. No.
All right.
My life is, you know.
No
I was
events?
chatting with your sister Jess, and I told her to post some of her art on Instagram. And she's like, "Oh, I have a lot of stuff in flux. Like, she's working on it."
Yes.
So I'm like, "Okay, show us your progress. People love those progress
Oh,
videos.
yeah.
Like, where are you at
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Where are you at a month from now? Whatever."
Exactly. That's why we love our vid. Like, we really got to do our video idea of 30 days to a better kicks or something like that. I remember we had discussed that, me and Dave.
About this.
Dave,
Yeah.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Good. And if you're going to talk about the same thing more than once, can you add some juice to it? We're going to talk about kicks and improvement over 30 days. It's going to be, I don't know.
He's low energy.
We already talked about that.
He's
earlier.
low energy,
You
man.
can't
I
be
don't know
low
what to tell you.
energy. You're the youngest one
It's
by
only
by
low energy.
almost
We already talked
20
about it, so-
years.
Super low energy.
How old are you again?
I am as old as you want me to be.
No, how old are you? Is he 27, 26?
How old
27.
as you want me to be? I'm practically 27 at this point. My birthday's 3 weeks away.
Right, so you're almost 20 years younger than us. Come on.
Almost. Only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
No, it doesn't even count there. All right.
Yeah.
Hand grenades blow up. You're almost there. You win. Go ahead.
That's why I said almost only
Hand
counts in
grenades
horseshoes
do
and hand
blow
grenades.
up. Very good. That's,
That's an
very
awesome
The
evaluation.
horseshoes do
That's
not. So it doesn't
true.
count.
And horseshoes don't. Yeah.
So I'm just making listen,
Very good.
And if I cover 50% of the country, that's half, is what they say.
Yes, that's true.
But if I have two halves,
Uh-huh. Does
It
that
makes
make
a
a
third.
hole?
Okay, I'm currently driving
half
around
the
with
audience is like, what?
What is
no
happening?
door panel on my door.
Yeah, what happened? Tell me what happened besides you trying to break your car.
My window wouldn't go up.
So he just wouldn't put his window up.
So I drive it out because it's been
car
very.
is just
And it
like,
went
nah,
all the way
bro.
down, so you could even grab it and
No,
pull
no,
it
it's
up.
been very
It was
nice.
down,
It's
down,
been
yeah.
very nice. These last couple of days, and I prefer to drive my windows down, sunroof open, that kind of thing.
Me too.
So I rolled everything down, and I'm driving, and then like it's getting a little windy as I'm driving, so I'm like, I got all the windows down, Declan's in the back, so I'm like, let me roll up my windows. Everything rolls up except my driver's side. I was like, that's not
Did it make the noise?
supposed
Like,
to happen. Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
the motor.
No,
Is that what it
no,
is? The motor
no.
broke? Is that?
So the motor is still functioning.
That's
It's
good. That's the
the
most expensive part, so.
regulator. No, it's all pretty expensive.
Oh, really? The regulator?
So the regulator
He's
went.
like, no.
Regulator.
Let me clean up that misnomer.
So the regulator
regulator's
went.
just-
So my dad came and we took the door apart today. And sure enough, there's the wire dangling for the regulator. So that's shot. So we ordered up the regulator, and then my speaker has a hole in it, which I've known it's had a hole in it for a little bit. So I'm
Okay.
like, might as well fix that while we're at it, since the door's off. So now I have just a metal red, like there's no insulation, there's no panel. I have to like hit a little switch, and I got my window taped up. So
No, it's
up.
taped up. That's
Yeah,
funny.
because it doesn't.
It'll fall down, right?
Yeah, I mean it's tight enough that it'll stay, but it will slowly and progressively go. It's supposed
They've
to
got
rain.
like parts of chopsticks jammed in the
Yeah.
It's
side.
supposed to rain like the next few days. So
Oh,
I'm like,
the whole weekend and into Tuesday.
so
Into
I know
Tuesday.
when I'm driving
Ugh.
on my little hoopty, I'm like,
Yeah.
I told the
you'll get two.
I told the scuba diver, like, you better fix my pool now. I'm about to get free water, pal. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
I
right?
don't want to have to use my hose water.
Yeah, no, you don't want to run that meter. Let's go.
Oh man, let's do it. Yeah. So now you have your window duct taped up. That's nice.
Yeah, and I forget that it can't roll down sometimes. So
You
like,
try to roll it down?
I can't go to, no, because there's no buttons to hit. But like, I'll go to the drive-through tonight. I got, oh wait, I can't.
Roll my window down to
just
do
have
the
to get
drive.
out
Or
of the
like
car.
go to get gas. I'm gonna have to like bloop bloop
Oh.
get out.
Okay, so you got me. Drive through. Went to Dunkin' Donuts the other day. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right,
Isn't
cool.
today? Wasn't Friday like National Donut Day or something?
Yeah, of course I didn't go
Was
on
it really?
National Donut Day. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And
Wawa
I
sent an
wish I
email-
had known.
Wawa sent an email about it.
I
Dollar
don't,
Donuts.
I don't get Wawa
know.
emails, so
so I order, and they don't have the two. They don't have the two windows like McDonald's would have, where it's like you pay and then you pick up your order. They have the one window. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. So they're like, okay, we'll take the payment, and if you go up to the stop sign, just wait there, and we'll bring your order out. I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
But now you've got someone coming through the Dunkin' Donuts, around, out with the food, going to the cars, and they're not hauling tush, right? They're
No, of course
like,
not. They're taking their time.
and one order at a time. I'm like, you could have just had me wait at the window and put this person on the food.
So did
you
the
have
donuts
more
get
than one
cold?
person. Yeah, the donuts are freezing. No, I got breakfast wraps, man, and yes, that got cold. But it was just so. Luca's looking at me, and I'm just tapping my foot, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not happy with that, huh?" I was like, "No, this is a waste." I could have went inside. They just tell me.
They just go
You know what
inside.
you say, guys, we're backed up in orders. You can either pull to the side, you have to wait, or you can come right in and grab it. I would have went right in. It's so
Is this your,
so
is this your
dysfunctional.
complaint?
Not only, yeah, absolutely. Not only
Public
that,
complaint happening right here on our podcast.
You know, they rushed it in because we got a bag of hash browns dumped all over this thing. I'm like, what is going? I'm trying right now to keep it to family friendly conversation right
Yeah,
now, but
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't. You know, Luca was like
Bottom
earmuffs.
line is he'll never go to that Dunkin' Donuts again.
No, I will. It's close to the house. And
Don't let them win.
No. But it's a
Yes,
weird,
I will.
No, it's a weird scenario because I've never seen the crew that was working that day, and they're
Nick
usually
does well.
really good. No, I know a decent amount of the folks that work there. As far as like I see them, because I'll go, once or twice a month, and they're pretty consistent. But these guys were all of them were almost brand new that I saw, and it was an attempt to do something quicker that actually backfired.
Yeah, nobody really gets it right except for Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah,
They're the most efficient.
Yeah, well they have the guys out front taking the orders.
Yeah, they're just efficient.
But that's
in what they
smart
do.
because they're taking the orders at the front of the line. So by the time you get to the payout piece, they're done.
I didn't
That's
even.
smart.
I was driving around the other day, yesterday to Thursday, and it didn't even occur to me. I drove through Brick Plaza, and there was a line. There was people just sitting outside.
For what?
That's what I was questioning. I was like, for what? Why is there people like literally camping on the
New
sidewalk?
store open?
GameStop, I'm assuming.
It was GameStop. It was a Switch 2 launch. And it completely
Any campers?
It completely slipped my mind. So I'm like, I was like, oh, I just was going through the plaza. I left a little bit early because on Wednesdays, I think it was Wednesday, Kelsey's aunt comes a little bit early, so I get some stuff done. I can run a couple errands, and I'm just driving through Brick Plaza. I was like, why are there so many people? Because it was all sitting on the sidewalk, and I'm like,
I'm
couldn't-
surprised that still happens.
I couldn't remember that. The last time I saw somebody in Brick Plaza doing that was like,
Do you know why I think? Because I think everyone's afraid of the tariff hike. So
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
them as soon as possible. They're not waiting for online
yeah.
orders. They're not waiting for pre-orders.
I was about to say, because I felt
know
like
I have
online stuff had gotten rid of those types of
I have
lines,
a-
but I guess not.
Yeah, I have a guy that I work with.
it was
who
nostalgic though. I used to sit in those
pre-ordered
lines.
and it got delayed, so now he's looking for it anyway, and he'll cancel the pre-order.
Man, I used to sit in those lines.
So did you? No, not me.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think
so-
Nicole. You know what Nicole does is the funniest thing for the
There's plenty of things she does that's funny, but you can tell us this
country for the country station Thunder 105.
Yeah.
they give out free T-shirts, and inside the T-shirts sometimes they have tickets to concerts. So she'll go at like 5:30 in the morning or 5 in the morning to get online to get these T-shirts. So that's the only time she'll go. Yeah.
No, I would do.
She got
we would do.
out of this yet.
We've got.
We
I
would
think
do
she
the
got first
occasional-
one, and that's what kept her going.
We would do the occasional Black Friday in lines, and then
We did a Black Friday shopping trip.
link below. When we used to do that,
Link below.
we used to do Brick Plaza has a PetSmart.
Okay.
Many
sure
moons
does.
ago, that PetSmart
PetSmart,
was
Shut
God, Comp USA.
Okay.
So, which is a computer gaming store.
Yeah.
So Comp USA.
They were like Radio City's cheap knockoff.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Maybe I guess so. Didn't
Radio
but
City
didn't
Radio
is where
City's
the
a
Rockettes
music
are.
hall.
No, I know, but didn't Radio? Oh, not. Oh,
You're thinking of.
still not. I'm still not getting it.
So you're
Yes.
thinking of Circuit City.
Circuit City. I slammed everything together.
Circuit
Yes,
City used to
yes,
exist as
yes.
well.
I used to work
Now,
right next
now
to
you got me
Radio
thinking. Was
City.
it a
I'm losing
Circuit City?
or Radio Shack?
What was the other one? I said?
Or Comp USA.
Comp USA.
You said Comp USA.
No, I think it was a Circuit City. It was a Circuit City.
one-
Which way.
yeah.
So they did a whole camp out when they were leading up to opening, and they were giving out free stuff. So you would show up in the catalog, right? And your place in line was like, what are you gonna get? Like, you have crack at this, crack at that. So that was when I got my very first LCD panel computer monitor. You know, back when they were like,
big thing.
That was a
Oh,
big
wait,
thing.
No big tube? What's going
I had a
on?
CRT up to that point. I was like, free monitor. Nice. So I waited there.
Yeah.
We did a whole camp out like overnight.
Nice.
It was awesome. Like my buddy Chung was like 2 people in front of me. So it was like Chung and then me and then our girlfriends would come down. Not Chung's girlfriend, or his buddy John Monroe. We had a whole like camp. It was a lot of fun.
Did you guys get the monitors?
I got a monitor.
and they were free?
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. They
By
were,
the way, they're out of business.
yes.
I wonder why.
First 1,000 monitors free. We only have
No.
1,000.
So they had like 3 monitors. They had all these different items that you can get, right? So like, yeah, I got a good flat screen monitor, and I used that thing for quite a while.
That's really cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember all those competitors out
Camping
there.
out was fun.
Yeah.
I wonder if Crocs should do a
Circuit
camp out.
City, didn't they have a really big store
4
by
pairs
Target?
of Crocs? Circuit City, I don't know. I've never heard of
I
it.
No,
thought
the one.
Or was it independent standing on the same side
they,
as Target?
Oh, maybe that was Circuit City over
Right?
there. But yeah, but that's PC Richards now.
Yeah. Yep. It was almost like near the
It
Costco.
still shocked me that PC Richards is still
I know.
around.
I know. Listen, I get shocked that
Whatever.
any stores are around nowadays. It's so difficult to be in business.
Amazon,
Amazon is
Walmart.
dominating. Walmart,
Crocs.
Amazon, Target, they're
Crocs is
dominating.
still a thing.
Crocs.
Crocs.
So you don't like the Dragon Ball villain Crocs?
Yeah, you guys never commented. What did you think?
Well,
I'm
'cause I
not
saw-
fucking
I had seen it.
sold on them.
I had seen it before you sent it to me, and then I had already kind of made up my mind. I think I like
and
freezes.
this is So we're talking about
So the GBZ line.
Dragon Ball Z added villains. They've had them, but they were advertising them on a coupon the other day. So it's Frieza. And what's the other one? Is it
Cell.
Ginyu? Cell.
It's Frieza and Cell.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
What do
they
you
gave
think?
you Goku and Vegeta, and now they have Frieza and Cell.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like the Goku and Vegeta were done so well.
And I'd have Gear 5 Luffy coming out this month in June.
Really?
End of June, Gear 5 Luffy Crocs.
I thought the Frieza one was
Vegeta.
not great. I don't know.
Really? I like them. I don't think it was that bad.
Always out in my size.
You order them online or
Trying to.
Yeah, no.
Vegetas
no,
are
don't
always
go
out
out
in
of
my size.
He has a popular foot size.
do you? Oh, see, look at
do.
you. You're such a
He
popular
does.
guy.
So popular.
You are so popular.
So I'm getting back into like,
Popular.
so since I got my gray Spider-Man, my gray Crocs, I put the Spider-Man on, my gray with the red. I'm like, man, I need a couple more like regular pairs of Crocs. And I got like all the weird pairs, which I love.
Well, I mean, like, let's be honest. The weird ones are kind of cooler. Just saying.
But the comfort, but like I said, the comfort level on a regular pair of Crocs is still higher.
Really?
I think so.
Then a light rides? No.
No, light rides
are
for me
the
are
most
awesome.
No,
most comfortable.
the light rides
So
are a
he
little bit
doesn't have
tighter
the
on the
same light
foot.
ride that we have.
A little bit.
Well, so
He doesn't have the same kind of light ride that we
you
have.
got the new one. They got the newer versions of those, which are the Move ones.
They're called light ride moves. Is that what they're called?
They use the light ride technology, but they're called Moves.
Oh, just called moves. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I definitely not tried them on. I should have. I was at the Croc store the other day.
And you
I
didn't
did not.
tell us and bring
No,
us?
It was nothing.
Oh,
no, Look at me.
man.
No bueno stuff. Because I was gonna look. I can show you. I was gonna send you guys a reel of me there. Nothing good.
How
was there.
dare you,
Well,
sir.
then that we can still post something.
In
like that,
motion.
like
I'm
eight
sorry. They're
Crocs.
called In Motion.
Okay.
See?
Do they
In
look like
motion.
light rides?
Kind of. They beefed them out. They made it a
flatter.
little bit more in motion.
Flatter.
Yeah.
I'd have to have them on to really see.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
have the
But
same
they
inside?
look like the regular.
Yeah.
What are the Crocs that have that
Same
color
inside.
panel? You know what I'm talking
what?
about. There's a Croc style.
Yeah,
that has
yeah, I
that
know what you're
color
talking
panel.
about,
Yeah,
but-
but that doesn't. It's not the light ride technology on it or material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had pictures when I went, but I just was not happy at all with the experience. I'm like, I don't even want to send the pictures. I was
Wow, you
really
weren't happy with the
not-
experience.
No, it's,
Well, a lot of their stuff is online. I feel like you don't get a lot of the cool stuff in the store. Although you know what they're pushing heavy for Father's Day, which I've gotten the advertisement for on my Facebook.
Whoa,
like
whoa,
12
tell me
times.
what I'm looking for. Go ahead.
The backpack is back.
Crocs backpack.
It's back.
Ooh,
Because it was
Crocs
out of stock.
backpack is
for a while.
back, everybody.
Oh, it looks so cool,
See,
and I want
was
it.
there. I wasn't lying. See, I was
Yeah.
there. And then
We could probably still use some of this footage, Nick. in
Oh,
certain
come on,
things.
come
if
on,
you
Nick.
want.
Yeah.
I want the backpack though, and everybody poo-poos me with the backpack.
Trying to see if there's anything cool that.
The backpack. That's
The
cool.
backpack is cool. I don't know if they had the backpack. I wonder if I got it. I don't think I did.
No,
I'd have
no,
to
no,
try it
I
out.
wouldn't think so. It's got a laptop section to it. It's like a
Nice.
full-on backpack.
I did like that. They had the little gummy, which you've seen before, the gummy bear gibbet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like that. That was neat. Okay, I'll send you those. I will send you those. So we do have to get together. So I told Dave again earlier today. The plan was to go frisbee golfing. So
At some point in our lives, yes.
we have to go to Ocean County Park.
We have to
It's a
make a plan.
really
We got to
good
frisbee
one.
golf, and then we got to
But
film us
it's
frisbee
gotta
golfing.
be, and it's got to be early
Crocs.
because if you go late, you get caught in like other people's games. So you've got to go.
Gotta go early.
So it's got to be like 7:00.
Oh God.
Oh, that's I was just there running though. When we did the Murph, there wasn't that many people. There was people playing, but there wasn't that many people.
Well, let's be honest. It was a Monday,
It wasn't.
We go on a
and it was
Sunday.
and it was Memorial Day,
We
so
all-
obviously
yeah,
not everybody's thinking, "Let's go."
Yeah,
to the
they're going
pool."
barbecuing.
Yeah.
We go Sundays if we go because
And this is all the reason why you didn't come to the fights.
it is
Because,
tour.
I
I
mean,
need
you
to
even
get
come
up
to the
early.
fights anymore.
No,
It hurts my feelings.
but hopefully later on today we'll be able to reminisce and talk a little bit about the movie we watched. We'll see. So
yes.
the movie that's coming, it's coming out today.
No.
Oh
It's
no,
been out for a week.
Been out
Okay,
for a week
so
now.
the new Karate Kid Legends, right?
Yes, Karate Kid. and
What
Legends.
are your thoughts? I mean, so they brought two worlds together, right? They brought the
it's gonna be funny.
original.
I think it's I'm
Jackie Chan never disappoints.
Yeah, I agree, and I think the kid playing the main character, he's really good,
I've
and he's got some good
seen
comedic
some
timing.
reviews, so I'm gonna hold.
Oh, I
my
mean, let's be
opinions, but-
honest. I don't think the reviews are going to be raving, but
Well, but let's be honest, were they good for either the Karate Kids originally? No,
No.
not
No,
really.
oh God, no.
They were
I mean,
horrible.
I think it's gonna get
Even-
by.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think it's gonna get by a lot of nostalgia.
yes, I agree.
That's
That's
all.
its
Why
main-
else
That's
would
the
I
only
watch
reason
it?
why.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
also want to. You're also going to see how bad LaRusso is compared to Jackie Chan.
No, they got it. They got a.
But they're like, oh, it's because it's karate. It's like, no, because he's stiff as all heck. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
poor Ralph
really-
Macchio, man.
Ralph Macchio just got
He's
like
trying.
Poor him. He's doing great.
No, I think he just got his first degree in a karate.
In real karate.
Oh, he actually trains. That's cool. I love that he
I'm
actually
pretty
does that.
sure Ralph Macchio just got his first degree in.
I love that.
I'll be honest. I liked.
I don't know if it was
Cobra Kai.
honorary.
People complained. I don't care about the hokiness of some of it. I
I didn't
loved
like-
Cobra Kai.
Well, I kind of
I
feel like
felt-
the hokiness was the whole point of that was to keep the same
but-
spirit.
I
so
definitely
not
felt-
the hokiness. Then some of the stretches for some of the backstory.
I definitely thought Cobra Kai could have ended 2 seasons before it did, and
Yeah,
I
but
had a
why?
whole better ending for it before
Oh,
they
probably.
end. Like in my head, I knew how it could have ended, and instead they were like, "Let's add a super secret tournament that's not that secret because we televise it."
It was Bloodsport, but not.
yeah,
And, like-
so secret.
With the weirdest rules and like it was on ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Yeah, you can't fall off this elevated gladiator style post, but you could always climb right back on. But don't fall off, and then you eliminate it. What?
And they're like, somebody died in this tournament, and then you're like,
We're good.
we're gonna redo this again in a week.
Yeah,
Like,
we
what?
should really wait for some time. Next week, that's enough time. That's enough
April.
time.
Then Ralph Macchio received his black belt in April 2025.
Nice.
In fake Fudo.
No. He got it in
No karate do.
was it Ishinryu or Shotokan?
Don't
Well,
make
what I thought was interesting was the fact that this new kid apparently is trained in it's kung fu again, but they bring a Jackie Chan,
but also
Mr. Han, Jackie
yeah.
Chan's character is going to Daniel to help this kid elevate his skills by incorporating some karate,
Oh, here we go.
You're right. Yes.
which I thought was
because
interesting.
the kid he's up against also knows kung fu.
No,
so
there's
it's
some
like, how do
kung fu,
you?
yeah. So how do you beat it? You combine two styles.
This is
use
for
some things you
you.
weren't expecting. Go ahead.
He got his black belt in Gojo-Ryu.
Look at that, buddy.
It's a made up style.
You're the karate kid. You're the karate
I made that online. It's not even real. No, just kidding. It really is. That's awesome. That's
You're
awesome.
the karate kid, Nick.
Gojo-Ryu is a very traditional karate.
Well, that was
style.
he
Like,
wanted to go
it's
something that
very-
was like closer to Miyagi's way. And it's like, okay.
Well, if you wanted to know what we would consider like legacy or traditional karate, Gojo and Ishinryu are pretty darn close to traditional Japanese karate. So That's where you get the stances from.
Yeah.
That's where that
He
focus
should have
on
done.
mostly stand
He
up.
should have done Kyokushin.
When
if
I
he
was
a
done, it was
man.
all stand up fighting. What?
Should have done Kyokushin if he was a man.
No, Krav Maga. Come on, all men do Krav Maga. That's all it is.
It's true.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you're a man of fighting age, Krav Maga is the
I
only
can't wait
style.
to see this fight this weekend.
That and Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
We got we get to see so the fights were taking place in Newark, New Jersey, and many moons ago, Nick says, "Hey, guess what, guys? They're gonna do UFC in New Jersey,
Prudential Center.
Prudential Center. Let's get tickets. It's June 7th. Let's go."
I could not
And we're like-
have more forgotten about.
And we're like,
this man.
yeah,
You're
Nick,
like-
we're in. Look into that. He's like, I'm on it.
What's even worse is you're like, "Are you
Nothing.
coming for the fights tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." You're like, the ones we were supposed to be at. I'm like,
Oh.
I completely blanked.
I'm like,
It's
hey,
been
Nick, you got
such
the
a
fights?
crazy month.
No, I'm playing frisbee golf with my real friends.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
At 10 p.m. Like, come on.
No, I mean, I think.
No, it's because he has to wake up in the morning.
On today.
Oh, but he wakes up like at 5 in the morning every day,
It's
and
a-
we all know
5:30. How dare
he
you.
stays up every night playing video games. He can't Mario Kart with us.
It's 'cause he doesn't
he's
like
too busy
Mario Kart.
playing other video games.
It's like Mario Kart.
It's okay. I like Mario Kart. I have
Not
my
about,
moments.
it's
but
not about
no,
the kart. It's about the people.
That's what I said too.
No, that's why I hang out with you.
Which
clowns
is
all
why
the time.
our group has dwindled to 3 people now.
Yes, it is.
What is it? You two and Kelsey.
It's 2 Steves and a Dave, and then every other week it's a Kelsey.
Yeah. So she's still
No
involved.
Ian and Amanda.
No,
Really?
no.
Oh,
So I'm hoping with the
They're
Switch
gonna
too,
switch
we can-
too.
Daniel's gone?
Oh, is Schrindinger?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
stopped a while back.
He can't stay up that late anymore. He's trying to make lifestyle changes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So the new one, that's a God bless.
The new
So
Switch is,
the new one. You think will revitalize your group if you all
I
get it?
hope
I mean,
so.
maybe.
We
I
had
mean,
like 12 people
I
at one
still want to
point.
play.
it requires everybody gets it.
What's
though.
what's the game that I want? You want
The Power Rangers?
No, the cup game. The
Cuphead?
Cuphead. I want to play that.
I have
so
it on my
bad.
Switch.
I know. We're playing tonight
No,
for a little
no,
while.
I have to
No.
get up early
Like 5
tomorrow.
minutes.
No, we
I
are
have
not.
to disc golf in the morning before work.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're gonna play.
No, I do need to get up early tomorrow though, so we can't.
I do
play
too.
today.
We have 9 a.m. intros.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
That would be terrible. I would hate that.
You guys don't even have class until 10.
We don't have class until 10. No.
Yeah.
No.
We have
We used
class
to have
at 9:45.
We used to have
They
a
don't
ni-
show up till 10.
we used to have a 9 a.m.
Yoga, right?
No,
Not
we had a
yoga.
9 a.m. class. There was a 9 a.m. kickboxing class
Oh,
in
it's
one room,
kickboxing.
and then there was
Okay.
white belts in the other room. Because when I was learning how to teach, that was my group, was the 9 a.m. white belt.
In the small room.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was awful at like when you're like 22
And,
and
you're
you're
a bunch
like,
of kids that don't want to be there
and
also
you're like-
at 9 in the morning.
I was out Friday night, and I'm not like out drinking. I was like out,
No, but you still don't get home till 2 in the morning.
yeah,
Whatever.
we're playing StarCraft.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. We had different 20s.
Hey, man. Gaming is fun.
It
a good time.
is. It is. Oh, you know, it was funny. I saw a really cool interview. The girl from Daredevil
Hilarious.
So fun.
is a huge D&D player. And I just wouldn't have taken her for a Dungeons and Dragons. She actually gets paid to host games.
She does. Yep.
Yeah.
She also does sponsorships where she shows up on different streams and whatnot for
Yeah,
as a player.
I just
and
saw
stuff
that
like
recently. I wonder why it's coming up. Like maybe she's just talking about it more openly now. Like,
No, I think it just happens to hit your algorithm now because
Yeah.
I've seen it pop up for years now.
Oh, really?
Like she just did it. Like she was on John Bernthal's podcast, and she literally ran a little 5-10 minute D&D session
cool.
with him because he had never played before, and they were talking about it. And she was like, "You want to play?" And he was
Oh,
like,
I did
"Yeah."
see
I
that.
was like,
Yeah,
"I'm sure you.
That's
I think
Punisher,
you mentioned
right?
that to me.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
Punisher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so funny that like,
And he was getting all into it and whatnot. And he was
yeah,
like,
nerd
"Yeah,
culture.
you did it. You played
That
D&D."
was
He
still
like, "Whoa."
by far one of my favorite. When Dr. Sensei dropped a cone, the first
The
time, because
Dr.
he's been playing
Sensei.
D&D for a while, but I've never played D&D with him until the first time we played D&D with him, and he's a very calm and
You guys
under
have all seen the
radar.
podcast
he's
episode
very
with Joe?
he's level,
Like this.
very level.
And then when we started that one, he's like, "Oh, me baby!" I'm like, "Oh my god, Joe's
This is the
got
pirate one. That's right.
That's how he lets
Wow.
loose. That's how he lets loose.
okay.
Well, that's the whole
He's
point
got
of
it
that
in
game.
him."
That's the whole
cool.
point of that game. You got to take it serious, you know.
Then another thing which I think we can do here, I thought was really cool. They had the guy that plays Star Killer, right?
Sam Witwer.
In competition for Star Wars facts.
Yes.
And
And I'm sure he wins.
oh my god, my god.
Yeah.
And you
Like
wanted-
he
you
wins.
the
wanted-
most surreal question. What did this guy say when he tripped over the other Star Trooper in the background subset of this movie?
Oh, they're asking him like
What?
the lines
remember-
and whatnot.
do you
Oh
remember-
my god,
Wow.
yes. And he knew it.
Do you remember the
He
show
knew it.
on Comedy
he got
Central?
one wrong, I think, out of like 40 and two.
Do you remember the show on Comedy Central,
Or two wrong.
Beat the Geeks?
No, I don't remember that one.
Oh.
No, I never
That'd be
saw
an
it.
interesting show
So they had
for us to play. We should like bring
they
people
had,
on to put out.
They had guessed that theme music too.
so they
like
had
the
like
wrestling music.
you had guests, and then
Make Dave guess.
they would have a panel of geeks. So they'd have like your Star Wars geek, your Star Trek geek,
Okay.
your Simpsons geek.
Seinfeld geek. Yeah, right here.
And
And did
then-
they set it up like
then they would have
Jeopardy
a-
almost?
So you would go head to head with them. So
But
like
you would switch categories, so it could be your benefit or not.
no, you would challenge the geek in their category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would challenge the
see if you
geek
can
in their
beat them in their
category, and see if you
category.
can beat them in their category, which is
Wow.
like
Crazy.
woo, because some of those guys are like.
Really knowledgeable.
I definitely think we should do something like that on the game, on the show.
In
I mean,
what?
a game here.
The podcast.
Pick one.
We need to.
We can
Yeah.
pick different topics.
Crocs.
knowledge.
Crocs,
oh,
yeah,
Dave.
Crocs
Dave
knowledge.
hands down. No one's Dave versus the CEO of Crocs. See who wins.
No.
Crocs knowledge, martial arts knowledge, anything,
that,
games knowledge.
Anything.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
could be
yeah.
so
I've
many.
been slacking on the Crocs.
All right,
'cause,
I will have that ready for next week.
nobody
That'll be a
wants to
game
get
play.
me Crocs
Let's
anymore.
grab somebody on the show. Let's see if we can grab someone. We'll talk about it.
Lindsay.
No, she's not going to be available. She
Dag
had to work
nabbit.
it off.
We'll see
I,
if we can get somebody on. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but slacking
If
on
not, then we
Crocs.
can each just have a
What's lacking?
topic
Yeah, well, nobody wants to get me Crocs anymore. I
Why?
get yelled
You
at
getting
for having
old
too
for
many.
them?
because we value
We
you
haven't
being
even
able to
started
hold
on
on to your
sent-
marriage.
Crocs
I
yet.
sent my mom the backpack. I was like, Father's Day is coming up, and she's like, I didn't even say that. I just sent her the link for the backpack, and she responded in
No.
capital letters, no.
It's a backpack though. It's not even shoes.
But
Okay, so you just sent her the link.
but it has the picture in it.
Do you,
Maybe
do
she
you
was saying
just
no.
Maybe she was saying no for her.
Or
Like she
maybe,
didn't
or
want it.
maybe she was saying no.
It
The
was a
link
very
doesn't work.
emphatic, like,
Or maybe that's
no,
her.
no, no.
Or maybe
It was
she was
definitely
saying
a
no
no.
for your father. Like,
No,
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 I'm
no,
not getting that for your
no,
father.
no, it's definitely no. I just sent her the link, and she's
To
like,
you.
no.
But what
Yeah.
if we now? How cool would it be
See-
if we just start the wall of Crocs
You
ourselves?
see? I said backpack, smiley face, and then she said no.
Oh, and it was caps. Jeez, that was a mom like she
Yeah,
called
yeah.
you by your middle name right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What is your middle? Do you have a middle name?
Do I have a middle name? Yeah,
Yes,
of
it
course
is.
I have a
What is
middle
it?
name. You don't know my middle name?
No.
I know his middle name.
Come on,
Do
man.
you? Yeah, that makes sense. You live here.
See, look at that. Look at that. It's got the Croc front. We put gibbets in the front. It's got a gibbet strap right there on the
that's
the
cool. But it's a
actual
legit
straps.
book bag. That's
Oh,
cool.
it's a legit book bag. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
It's a legit
see.
book bag.
Do you have a middle name?
I do.
No. What's your middle name?
John.
What's your middle name?
John.
No.
It's not. What's his middle name?
You want to tell?
I really don't. I have no idea.
Croc.
It's Paul.
Is it or no?
Yes, it's
Oh,
Paul.
really?
It's Paul.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a middle name?
I do.
What's your middle name?
It's
What's
Philip.
your middle name?
It's Philip,
It's
but
Felipe.
it's Filippo actually.
Filippo.
Yes.
So don't say that as
Spelled with
Philip.
an F, not a
Don't say that
PH.
as Philip then, because it's not Philip. It's,
It's not.
Filippo.
It's not.
It's
Nope.
Filippo.
Filippo.
Yep. It,
Filippo.
it rolls
Nicola
nice.
Filippo Migliaccio.
See?
Hey.
Yeah, look at you. Pretty good. Almost right on. You got you're
Almost,
really good.
almost. I'm
It's just
not
because
that
the
great.
migliaccio is
Yeah, I
Miaccio.
struggle with
There it
that
is,
sound.
miaccio.
Miaccio.
Miaccio. I struggle with the GLI. I struggle with that. sound.
Honestly,
I always did, even when
I
I was
didn't
taking Italian
even-
in high school.
Yeah, I didn't even really get it until like my dad sat down. I was like, yeah, it makes us weird. You know,
It's like
sounds.
Until my dad sat
My
down
Italian
like,
teacher-
you speak poorly. Smack.
It's pretty
Speak better.
much. Yeah.
My Italian teacher
A
described
third
it
broken
as,
spoon in the side of the head. He's like, you know, maybe I should tell you why I'm hitting you.
They described it as when you say milli, like million, and like it's the same type of sound, like li.
No, it's more like
Lean?
it's more like when you're saying yee.
Yeah,
At a
it
party,
is.
you don't touch the L at all. It's miaccio.
Well, no, not the part with the mill, the part after. So million.
Yeah, that's
the way
a
you-
horrible explanation. the
Hey,
way she
listen,
did it.
I'm just saying
Just,
what I was
just
doing
say
was,
ye
you know,
in the middle of the word.
That's all I was giving.
Like you're celebrating. Miaccio. You celebrate when you say my name.
Miaccio.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
ciao.
cool. Yeah. So I don't know because Nicole has no middle name. My dad has no middle name.
My sister doesn't have a middle name.
Isabella has no middle name.
My sister doesn't have a middle name.
There you go.
I have a middle name. My sister does not.
You know, it's
very
more
weird.
common for girls to not have a middle name.
Yes, this is
I
true.
wonder why. That's
I don't
interesting.
know. I don't know if it's because you like. So for Luca, I gave him my father's first
Oh,
name.
Luca Giorgio.
Yep. So I don't know if it has to do with
Luca Giorgio
because
Armani.
you're inheriting, like it's a way to tie to the family's name, and that's why they do it. Like, so my Filippo is my grandfather's name. Nick
John is my
other
grandfather's name. Yeah. There you
So
go.
I think it's more of like they stick more to, especially in the Italian household, where you carry the name of the men in your family.
I guess.
But
I mean, my
the
sister
the
has a
women
middle
don't.
name. My sister has a middle name.
It's Steven.
100% not.
David, John, it's John.
My sister?
Yep.
Sure, whatever you
They're
want
all
to say.
John.
Hey, they're all Johns.
Whatever you want to think. No. My younger brother's middle name is Robert. My older brother's middle name is Alan, and they gave him Alan because that's my father's middle name, which is also my grandfather's middle name. So they kind of like
She's Josh Allen.
no Dave Allen,
You're
older brother. Younger brother's Robert. We missed. I told my parents we missed an amazing opportunity to call him Jr.
It's never too
Did
late.
you though?
We could all do that
did.
now.
Your older brother got engaged.
He did. That wasn't this week though.
Congratulations.
We didn't talk about it.
That's true. We didn't talk about it.
On the
Nothing new in my
engagement.
life.
Well, we said
I don't care
I
about
thought
that.
we were
man.
saying we were doing
Your
a week
brother
recap.
got engaged.
Everyone
Nobody
rewind to the
cares.
part where he said, well, "Let's do a week
Yeah, but
recap."
like, what's new in your life?
But when you're like,
We said
hey,
a week recap.
here's
We
the
were
deal.
recapping
when
the
you
week.
have absolutely nothing, just make pretend like it happened this week.
Yeah.
It's video. Nobody cares.
Huh?
Exactly. It's video. No one cares. The
So,
actual
were you
time.
there? Did you take pictures?
I was not there.
Did you help
You
her? Like, did
sprinkle
you get down on
flowers?
one knee with her?
I
Like, should we
was
go?
not there. I was at Master Andrew's
Did you grab
younger
his
son's
mouth and
birthday
be like-
party.
Was it
What happened?
So she said yes, I assume.
She said yes.
Did you grab her mouth and be like, "Try it"?
Once again, I was not there. I was at
sure?
Was
Master
somebody there
Andrew's
taking
son's
pictures?
birthday party. Yes, somebody was there taking pictures. It was not a
That's
professional.
weird.
What?
People do that.
They do it all
No,
the
that's a
time.
modern
Yeah,
thing.
that's normal.
I got that question so many times. But
Didn't someone take pictures at your grad?
No.
But you had pictures of when you and Kelsey got engaged
We had
at the park.
no,
That was at the park.
That was a reenactment,
no.
like
I
a
have
historical event.
There's no pictures of us getting engaged. We did our like the photo shoot,
No, that's not what I
the
was
announcement. We did that at the park where
That's
we got
not what I was
engaged.
thinking of.
Yeah, no, we
We
I guess
did
it was
that at the
after.
park. where we
our
got engaged.
engagement. I feel bad for Nicole.
But
was
people
so
do
uneventful.
ask. But people do ask. They go, "Did you have a photographer?" There? It's like, no, I never photographer.
So did you ask her dad?
We talked about that already.
We talked about
We
this
did?
already.
You did, right?
did.
You
Oh
did.
yeah. Mom and dad.
Oh really? Oh both. I
My
don't
older,
remember
brother
that.
did, my older brother did the same thing.
Yeah.
It was a lot
cool.
easier for him to get a yes than it
Yeah,
was for
oh,
him
yeah,
to get a
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, no, I-
No, I'll tell you why. This
I'm
is a
still
funny,
waiting for my yes. We're
I'll
married.
tell you why this is a funny conversation because I literally talked to Isabella about it this morning. I'm like, yeah, one
You talked
day
to
you may-
Isabella about who she's gonna marry.
Oh,
No, not
my
who.
goodness.
Not
Here we
who.
go.
I said, if
Say,
you get
listen,
married
if it's
one
not
day-
London, it's no one. Okay.
No,
London's gonna have a good conversation.
I told us I'm going to see London and say no just to practice.
Just to practice.
What's that for? Don't worry about it. Just practicing. But I did tell her, I said, listen, if one day you decide that you want to get married or somebody, you know, that you have a tight relationship with, all I ask is that you make sure that they know I want them to talk to me. She goes, okay, absolutely. I'm like,
No, that's pretty standard. It's
It's not,
courteous.
but it's not as standard as you think.
I don't think it is
But it's
anymore.
courtesy though. It's
No,
courtesy.
No,
it's
but I don't
respect.
think people do that
No,
anymore.
because I got
that's not
because
right,
I got
though.
I
They
got a
should-
lot
they
of
should.
like you
If
don't
the
have to, you don't have
dad's
to
not
ask
a-
permission like from like younger
It's
generations.
less
It's like
permission.
I said,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
more
said,
of like
it's
awareness.
courtesy, it's
I'm
respect.
asking for a
Interesting.
blessing, not
Yeah,
permission.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's respect. You're asking for the blessing
And
of the
listen,
parents.
not all families have that environment where you're going to do that.
Well, it's
but
true.
if you
It's very
got
true.
an environment where you think the family is, I don't know, in a respectful environment,
whoever
then you do it.
proposes to Isabella better have the ring in a crock box of some sort.
Crock box.
I'm okay.
Open and it's like a gibbet that you can put into her crock.
Better be a
and
nice
then
one.
instead of a ring.
I like it.
That's the
I'm
proper
with
way
you.
to do this
I
right
agree.
now.
I think you're on the right path.
That's what I'm saying. In the
It's a
future,
path. It might
there
be the
won't
right
be
path.
engagement
That's what
rings. It'll
Declan's
be-
gonna do.
a digital ring.
It'll be
that goes on a
crock.
crock
No,
gibbet?
it'll be gibbets.
A
It'll
gibbet
be
digital
a
ring.
It's just a
A
gibbet.
gibbet ring.
It's just a gibbet that you put in.
A diamond gibbet.
It's just a diamond gibbet, and that's how
like
people
it.
will do it.
I like it.
I was
like
talking to speaking of London. He was going to the dance.
You're getting way too much play today on this call. Sorry, London.
went to so his mom was telling me about because like, oh, do they still call it the 8th grade semi-form? She's like, no,
What are they calling it?
it's just a dance.
It's a dance, right?
But they
Yeah.
make a very big
8th
point.
grade dance. I've heard some schools call it the 8th grade formal,
Yeah.
but not semi-formal.
It was an 8th grade semi-form. So it was
Yeah,
for
'cause
me
he-
as a kid.
So what do they make a point to?
But they were like, no promposal. They outlined all things you're not allowed to do.
For the 8th grade
Yep.
dance?
I'm assuming some schools do.
I guess
It
some
gets
I guess
over
some
the
kids
top.
went a little over the top with it.
I don't know
huh?
if you watch any Disney
Said
musical.
all of them
If
are
you
over
watch
the
any of
top.
the Disney musical movies, they're always over the top.
Most of them.
But even these promposal things, which are actually happening.
Oh, I know.
It's
They're-
a joke.
Yeah.
Get out of here with this thing.
None of the proposals.
You know how we
that
did
I-
it? You know how we did
that I had
prom?
for me was
Hey, you
want to
go to prom with
Yeah,
me?
that's it. Hey, you want to go?
Are you
No?
gonna buy
All right.
your own
Yes,
ticket,
okay.
or do I?
Yeah, exactly.
For me,
Split
it
it with
was
We're
cookies,
going
cookies, and it was at mini
halvesies.
golf.
Wait, what'd you do?
What?
No, say that again.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
No, you just said for me. Didn't he say
Yes,
for
for
me?
me.
For you, yeah.
For me.
Right.
The proposal for me
Yeah.
Wait, a girl asked you?
both times.
What?
I got
Yes.
asked also.
Yeah, he did too.
What?
We talked about this. We literally talked about that. I forget exactly how long ago it was. It was a while ago.
I got asked
but we
to two
did
of my
talk about
three.
this on the podcast.
I don't remember
Yeah.
this at all.
Would you like me to retell it?
You got nobody ever asked me.
Would
to
you like Nick to
prom.
go first?
No, no, you can go. Mine aren't interesting.
No. Oh god, my leg is cramping. Well, my leg is cramping and I'm in pain. I will tell the story. My first one, there was cookies arranged in the word prom? Question mark.
Whoa.
That was the first one.
And
What kind of cookies?
You started
Chocolate
eating
chip?
them, and they're like, "Okay, I guess it's for you."
At them in soft chocolate chip.
She had baked them.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And where is this girl now?
I have no idea.
Find her.
No.
You find her, and then you write in cookies. Get back together? Question mark.
a lot of cookies.
Yeah, still interested.
That's
There you go.
or get stale cookies and say stale interested.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
It's corny. It's corny.
That could
But it's
work.
good.
Oh, it'll definitely
That could
work.
Yeah.
That was the first one. Second one
It
was
just says, "I now say yes."
yeah. I know. Just say it. Just say yes. Was the second one was mini golfing. She had somehow slipped a paper. Exactly. Yeah.
She's like this by his
no,
Hey,
it,
is it your
it
turn?
was-
Is it?
No, it was a paper in
me
one
stir
of
that for you.
the mini golf holes. After I hit my ball, and I went to retrieve my ball, and there was a paper in there that said prom.
It wasn't for you.
No, it was.
Billy, it was your turn. Billy, it was your turn.
No, no.
There's,
Okay,
there's
Steve.
two holes in front.
No,
And
it
the girl's
was.
Like, I don't know what happened.
Well, do
No,
you know why I
the one guy
know
went to
for
go
sure
tie
it was
and
for me?
shoot.
One, because obviously I
Because
knew
it said
the girl.
Steve and John.
No, I obviously knew the girl. Imagine that would have been funny. No, obviously I
You
won't
see
tell-
the
tell-
guy goes
I
up,
won't get
goes
to
to
tell.
tie his shoe,
They'll-
and
they'll
then
just keep
Steve
coming up
goes,
with
she goes,
different
"No, no, no,
scenarios. They'll keep coming up with alternate multiversal scenarios. No, it's because I
ahead.
almost missed it.
Okay.
I grabbed my ball.
So
out
she
of
had
the
a
hole.
moment of excitement
She
and then you
had
depressed her?
to redirect me to go find it.
Well, I don't know why she did it that
So
way.
I
That's
almost
so silly.
missed it.
What if someone else picked it up?
Whatever. You know, it's what
Was
they
it the
came
same
up with.
girl?
No,
Cookie-
this was not the same girl.
Oh, a different lady.
So-
Wait a minute. So you were a little.
So the first one,
Casanova in
the
high
first one was
school.
someone from my high school, and the second one was someone that I had known from St. Dominic's. We had gone to different high schools. That was the second one was the girl that would eventually become my girlfriend, who is now not my girlfriend. So that was the
Casanova
X.
Corzentino.
She got for the cookie girl. She had the baking skills.
You can't get wrong with baking skills.
I'm saying.
This
dropped
was,
the
this
ball
was
on
many
that
many years ago.
It's never too late.
Many
Find her.
moons ago.
Send me her name. We'll figure it out.
We didn't do cool promposals when I was a kid.
No, mine was
You just asked.
So
Even
those were
when
the
I
one
got
over the
asked,
top.
it was like, "Hey,
How did it go for
I got
you,
a problem. Want to go?"
Yeah,
I was
that's all you
like,
did.
"All right."
Nicola Filippo? How did it go for you?
We're very uneventful. I was in the hallway, and the girls' friends were talking about, "Oh, I think she's gonna ask you to go to prom," and I was, I think, a sophomore at the time, and I'm like, "All right." And then she shows up and she goes, "Hey," and I'm like,
Hey.
like I was kind of like into it. Here's the weird thing. I kind of liked this girl, not like liked her a lot, but you know, she was a popular girl, pretty girl, good, you know, solid personality. And when she asked me, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. She's friendly enough, and we had some
why not,
mutual
right?
friends.
Yeah.
And we went to the prom, and it wasn't great. I spent more time with her friends than I did with her because she was just distracted with other things she was doing, and I'm like,
guy she wanted to get with.
you know what? I wish it was that. I really wish it was even that. It wasn't even. It was just like, I don't know. It's even tough to explain. It'll have to be another show. It'll be after dark show. We'll talk about it. But it was interesting. Nice person, nice family. Luckily she's married with kids and all that good stuff, and well deserved. She was always a nice person. It
Same
was
with
weird.
my ex-girlfriend.
Well, she wasn't, and that's the thing. We never dated. We
yeah?
were just, hey, you want to go? Sounds good. We were in shows
See,
together. and
that's a
stuff like
proper promposal. This whole nonsense with him. We didn't even call it promposals. You just asked somebody to go.
Just ask someone to go to prom.
You're a
Yeah.
stupid generation.
Hey, listen, man.
that. Oh my God! Yeah, the gender reveals, the promposals,
None of
all
that.
this insanity.
Well, gender reveal
my
wasn't my.
God.
That's the generation. What's one up above me?
Yeah,
but
it's getting worse. All this is progressively.
it is.
getting
It's
worse.
progressively getting worse. It is.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, that's just how it went.
even my proposal to Nicole, I feel bad, honey, I love you, was the worst proposal ever.
It
Because
was just like so. Like, if I asked you to marry me, would you say yes?
it wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that, because I wanted to ask her when we were going on vacation together to an island.
Yeah, but at that time,
And-
you had been dating for 17 years.
18.
So, I mean.
And I
it's
was
like-
I was nervous that I don't know why I was nervous of this, but I was nervous that in the security check they would make me pull the ring out, and I'm like, they're gonna mess up my proposal.
I have to propose.
So I ended up proposing to her. It was the weekend before we left.
There's no photographs, by the way.
Literally,
photographs
no
weren't invented by
photographs.
us.
No, well, somebody
There's
was
a
etching
hand
it in
drawn.
stone.
There's a hand drawn
Stone.
painting.
Yeah, and
Nick
a
was
lot-
worried. Nick was
It was a
worried.
comic reel. It was live, like
Nick
guys
was
live
worried,
action.
Speed sketcher.
He was worried that his soul would be taken. So he was like,
No, I literally.
He didn't make the proper sacrifice.
I'm leaving, right?
didn't make the proper
at the end of the night,
sacrifice
she's going
of the
to
calf.
sleep. She's going to sleep. I'm about to leave, and I have the ring, and she's
so I chucked it. It's like,
no. I just
Do the deal.
I'm next to the. I'm at the side of the bed, and I open up the ring, and I just do this. I'm like, and she's like what? I'm like, I'm gonna go, and she turns around to say goodbye, and the ring is just sitting there. She's like so. And she starts crying, and she goes, "Yes," and that was it. That's the whole proposal.
Hey man, she started crying.
And
So she must have
then
meant something to her.
She
So
runs
you're a
up
real-
and tells her
you're-
parents.
you're-
Her dad's
you're a
crying,
real
but laughing
romantic.
because he knew already. Because I talked
You
to
talked
him.
to him already. Yeah.
The
exactly.
mom's like, "Wait a minute, everybody knew except for me." And she's
You're
she's
real
like that.
romantic.
Super
I
romantic.
poked in the arm. and
I did. That's it. I told you. I was like,
So,
"We doing this?"
so
Hey,
It worked.
20 plus years later, and here we are.
there you go.
You know,
Yes, it worked.
That's it. 22 years later, here we are.
So, since you're the last remaining unmarried of the Kickin and Crocs crew,
Yes.
it's got to have a crock box. I will form a crock box.
I was about to say, where am I going to get that from?
We will make it
If
happen.
you
Oh,
make it
my
happen, go. But
That's
sure.
done. We'll
I
do
will
by all
pick my
means.
two worst Crocs.
She would
and
have to
cut 'em
know.
up
She would
I
have
know,
to know what
seriously.
she's getting
and
herself.
form them.
Don't cut up any Crocs. That's
Listen, man, for a
blasphemy.
higher cause. We'll get some frocks.
Done.
Okay,
exactly.
right, yeah,
exactly.
that's
We'll put it-
fine, that's
yeah,
fine,
Yeah,
that's
we can
fine,
do
that's
that.
Walmart's
gonna have to
got
dust
cheap
off-
frocks.
So you said your girl's married now? Is
Yes.
the cookie girl or the other one?
No, it was the one that was
Not cookie.
my
No, because I said he should have gone with the cookie girl.
Should have gone with Cookie Girl. Yeah,
So but we don't know. She could still be single. That one.
maybe.
Ooh, nice.
If she
I have not
is,
spoken to her since.
if you do,
She's our next guest, regardless.
whoever she is, we'll find her.
just find her and
Cookie
start
girl,
leaving.
show up.
Just start leaving cookies on her
Send us
doorstep.
comments.
There's like a tray.
To Dave's house
Breadcrumbs
for the show.
to Dave's house.
How crazy would it be if she like lives in this neighborhood?
She has no
too
memory of
funny.
this. She's like, somebody keeps leaving me messages and cookies.
Exactly.
I don't know what's
it's so
happening.
weird. It's a cereal.
Then she finds out it's me, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah. No, she'll be like, "Oh my God, I still love you." Did you date that girl? No, not at all.
no,
Just friends.
yeah, just friends.
We're changing that.
It's just friends."
Changing it.
What's
I
her
think
name?
that one.
Because she was
asked
waiting
me-
for this moment.
I think that one asked me because no one had asked her. I think it was like one of those scenarios.
So she's
So
like,
she took matters into her own hands.
I like it. That's it.
Because go get her.
She could bake. She takes
She
charge.
took matters into her own mixing bowl.
Exactly. Listen,
Into
Steve's,
her own cookie
Steve's gonna
batter.
need a girl that takes charge. I think someone's gonna come in here and be like, "I'll bake cookies. You say yes. Done."
There you go. Boom.
Nice.
Simple. Simplicity. I like it.
Well, that's it.
That's
I think
just
that's
food. I would have gone with alphabet soup or something.
Yeah.
But so it starts
She's
floating
not gonna
away.
have all the letters.
It starts
Yeah.
floating
Read
away.
it quickly.
It's like, no, not palm.
Instead of saying "Will you go with me," it just says "Will you go?"
Yeah, will you go? Like, oh,
Damn,
wow,
I
okay,
guess.
fine, Dave. That's
Way to be
bad now.
really.
That was a joke on the Family Guy with the.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I remember that.
It's a message
Those
with
are
alphabet
Cheerios.
soup. Ooh, Peter, those are Cheerios.
Oh, comedy. I love it. So
So,
good.
so once again, you've bailed on fights. What if I ask you? What if I fight prosel you? And I just
I may have to be here then.
fight. I'll do it in
He
cookies.
punches you in the face.
Oh, listen, you do it in cookies. I might end up coming.
Fights.
I'll
the
do it
show
in
now.
cookies. Fight.
All
Fight.
right.
UFC. You there?
Wow. Let me tell you something. If you do that in cookies, I'm here. I'm here just because I want the
That is
cookies.
the dumbest thing.
No, that's awesome. UFC you there?
That's
I
so
love
dumb.
it. It
But
is
it's so funny.
genius. It's
Oh my God.
genius.
That's
It's
amazing.
genius. No,
Oh,
dumb
you
is
have to
everything
do it
your
now.
generation does.
You have to
That's
do it now.
Genius.
That has to be a thing that happens.
I'm not that kind of tired.
Oh, Kelsey can help. She loves
Kelsey.
baking stuff.
Oh yeah, Kelsey, I need you to bake enough cookies to write a message
Well,
to
you make
Nick.
minis. You make minis.
Yeah, that's not that bad. She literally made a whole batch
if I
of
do
those
it in
cupcakes
meatballs?
not too long ago.
Dude, these are all winners.
Italian.
These are all winners.
Even better.
Meatballs.
Even better because it's him. Even better.
all winners right now. We are on the right path right now. That's all I know.
I mean, you did invite us to go see these plays live.
Exactly. And then I just
You know
forgot
what's funny
all about
too
it.
is that
I forgot.
Steve and I
completely
have dinner
forgot.
together every Wednesday.
We do.
and we brought this up
Multiple
oh,
times.
God,
And
I
no
think
one would have reminded me.
multiple
Like, Nick,
Wednesdays,
how's
we're
it
like-
going?
we're
Did you
like-
see any tickets?
We're
should've.
like, hey, is
No
Nick working on that ticket thing? Yeah, he said he's got it.
Yeah, but I said that like a month and a half
We kept
ago.
saying like, "Oh, Nick
I
said
know,
he's
but
got
we
it."
we're like, and then it hit
Nick
us
said
like,
he signed up for the email thing that gives them extra
Yeah,
information
I don't
once
know.
tickets
and
go
it
live.
never, you know what it is?
never
No,
came?
Nicole signed up. But I did.
trust
look at
she
it
didn't-
pass in the
Why
box.
did you trust
No,
her?
I'm not blaming her. I don't think she got. No, she's better than I am. I don't think she got anything.
Because we literally, and then we realized this last Wednesday, we're like, I don't think we're going to.
I don't think. It's
No,
gonna be
I would have
happening.
had tickets
The
already.
fights
for
are
you
literally in
guys.
3 days. I don't
I
think it's
know.
happening.
No, I dropped the ball big time. On
That's
that one.
okay.
I didn't
It's
remember.
not like they're never going to fight.
I
in New Jersey again.
completely forgot.
It's not
I'm
like there's
telling
never
you.
going to be another
No,
fight
it's all
card
right.
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out the trip at the end of the month, and it's going to be here in like no time, and still forgetting
man.
everything.
That's my trip too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to Italy.
Myrtle.
Yes, I am excited.
I mean, are you
excited.
definitely going? Or is it like you said you're going to go? And then
Yeah,
you
I didn't get
actually
tickets. I don't know.
Did
what's
you
going
did your
on.
trip proposal to?
Well,
Nicole?
I wrote it in cannolis. Mini
Macaroni.
cannolis. Mini
Italia.
Ooh,
It's a-
macaroni. Yes,
what is
good
it?
way.
It's a Fusatelli, Fusatelli.
No, fusilli. No, but with
Fusilli.
macaroni necklace. I'm gonna make a macaroni necklace.
There's a Seinfeld. There's a Fusilli Jerry.
Oh, is there made out of fusilli? The Jerry? Really? I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
I'm gonna have to
You don't
watch
want
it.
to know where it ends up. That Jerry ends up someplace.
All right, I don't want to know, but you'll tell me afterwards. that again, that's an after dark conversation, folks.
Great show. Seinfeld.
Oh, that's funny.
Gotta love it. All right,
Classic.
well, we've gone all over the map tonight.
Yeah. Follow us tonight on the map.
What
Do you know where we land?
It's
Exactly.
the map that has like it
Yeah.
goes on.
Do you know where we
circles
landed?
Back all over the place, like those weird treasure maps you'd make when you were a kid. That just is a big squiggle all
Oh
over
my
the place.
gosh. Yeah. You just do one of these. You hand it in. You're like, that's good. I tried. That's how Luca used to do art. Oh, Izzy would sit there for a good hour and make it really nice. Luca come in there. Just give me a color. Luca, you can't just use one color. Okay, give me another color. No lines, nothing. Just hand it in. I tried. Like, no, you didn't. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
well, that was me and my older brother too. My two younger siblings very artistic. Me and my older brother, no,
Oh, yeah.
not at all.
No, I was. I liked it. I like
not
drawing.
me at
I like
all.
coloring.
I
like
almost
instruments.
went back in kindergarten.
I
without
used
fleshing
to
out my stick
draw.
figures.
I used to draw.
Luca's making a stick figure
manga
digital
cats.
comics.
Used to draw manga cats because they were really simple to draw.
Yeah, nice.
I don't do that anymore.
Wow. Luca's doing a stick figure PowerPoint presentation where he's using the PowerPoint to have it move and
That's
do
pretty
things.
cool.
He did it from the eyes of the illustrator. So so you probably have seen like some of the stick figure shows on YouTube where the artist is actually part of the cartoon.
Yep.
He's doing it something like that where the stick figure's talking to the
The
artist.
Disney Channel does because I watch with my son all the time. They do the
Nice.
how to draw, and they pick characters from cartoons, and it's always the artist starting to draw, and it's like, and then the character started interacting.
No, my favorite is you explaining a drawing guidebook.
Yes.
You're like 1 stick, 2 sticks, circle. Oh, look, it's done. You're like, wait a minute, we missed.
Because that's every one of them are. I had the how to draw. You can Google how to draw comics the Marvel way, and it's always here's your stick figure, and then they do like circular
They shape it
patterns,
out, yep.
and then your next step is, and they got all the muscles and your
He's already
articulation,
shaded
like-
out.
And I would go back a page and forward.
Did I miss something?
What happened?
You're looking to see if the
Was the
page,
page
is
torn
ripped
out or
Yeah.
something?
I'm like, how did we get? Yeah, I can do an oval. Thank you very much.
But how
I'm
does it turn
good.
into a face?
I don't know how to
Exactly.
take the oval and then make it into a bicep with tendons. Like, I can't do that.
You know what they never explain in those books? That you have to erase the frame.
Yeah,
They don't
they
explain
don't explain that at all.
They just show that it's connected at the end. It's like, yeah, because you're supposed to do the frame in a light lead pencil.
Yes, so you can
that
easily
you can
erase it.
Right, and here's my
it.
other
And then not
problem.
see it at
I
all.
have
After
never
the
seen a
tracer.
professional artist do that. They just draw.
No. Watch, like, if you watch how they used to make
We'll
the
have
old-
to get Caravella to do
If you watch how they
thing
make the
for us.
old cartoons and they used to do the overlays, their initial sketches are like that. They will do a frame.
We'll have to
All
look
I
at
know is
Caravella to do
when
a
I walked
speed
through,
painting
they used to
for
take
us.
the Disney, used to go to the animation studio when you get the toy Disney. You know, back when they made animated movies that weren't like computer.
Yeah.
And you could see him draw.
Oh yeah. I mean, eventually, I'm sure they don't need to frame it as once they know what the general character looks like. So they're just, especially when you've drawn your 1,000th, Mickey Mouse jumping.
Yeah.
It's like, I got it. We're good.
Yeah,
but
no, I-
to think about how they used to make comics. I mean, cartoons where they
One
have
at
to do
a
so
time.
many.
Well, what always
images.
amazes me, what
It
always
must have
amazes
been
me is
so trying.
this is why
as
all
far as
the
patience.
manga artists
Oh,
get
yeah.
like all the manga, I forget what they call them, but
Manga artists.
no, they have a name.
What are the animators? I don't know.
No, manga
Manga artists. I
No,
bet they were called manga artists.
no, mangeki.
That's a
Mangaka.
horrible guess. No, I was kidding.
Anyway,
It's a good guess as any.
that's why they all end up like in ill health and not well, is because they write it, they draw the entire thing, including the backgrounds. So like Western comics like us,
We have a drawer. There's
you
a
have
writer.
the background artist,
Yep,
you have
yep,
the
yep.
writer,
Yep.
you have the primary artist. Like you have
Everybody. There's always a different
there's like
position. for each thing.
5 people
Yep.
working on the same comic,
Yep.
and then
The manga guy.
the manga guy's like, "Hey, we did this issue a week, and
Go.
Yeah, do it. Well, that's why it was so funny for one. Not funny, but it was so interesting. The interlude for the Invincible series where they have him talking at the diner, and he's talking about like why do you have scenes where when the guy's talking you see the back of him because they want to save on animation.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't see them actually having to move the mouth. And, all
Yep.
that. And I'm like,
Why are
those
they always in the
facts.
same
Those are like
outfits?
tricks
Yeah.
of the trade. Right. There's certain things that you can cut out by making the angle different.
Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy in One Piece is the only anime character of the big three. The big three are like the top shonen ones. That changes his outfit every arc.
Really?
Yeah, he's always in. Different,
Well, yeah, you
different
figure
tie for every
Goku
story.
is 90% in that orange outfit. Of
Oh, yeah,
some
yeah.
kind,
Oh,
and
yeah.
The baggy pants and the boots with the wristlet. That's about it. The blue wrist things.
Yep.
Vegeta's in almost
The
that
armor.
blue in the armor every single time.
Although he has that Batman pink shirt that you can buy, the button down.
Yes, the
You get
Batman
that.
shirt. Oh, please. Luca was still cracking up at his mustache in GT. You know what we call GT? Did I tell you already?
Yes.
We call it
You can
great,
say it again.
Yeah, great tragedy. We can't even get through it. It's that bad. Luca's like, I don't want
Don't
to
say
watch
it's Mike Shannon.
Yeah, Mike Shannon loves GT.
Horrible.
I'm on your camp. Mike Shannon and I have many debates about it.
I didn't know how bad the animation was until I watched it again, and
I've never seen it.
We're trudging
Don't worry about
through
it.
the Super 17 arc, and oh my god, the animation
Don't worry
is
about it.
atrocious. It's a disaster.
It's drawn by How to Draw Comics to Marvel.
Yes, exactly.
You make a tube.
How do you make them merge? One's here, flashlight, they're together.
I
Done.
swear to God, I spent months trying it
to
because I
figure
was
it
like,
out,
I'm going
huh?
to draw comics. I'm going to be a comic guy.
Well, it's something that you love, so that
Never-
makes sense. that you
never
tried that.
worked.
Not happening.
Not a chance. And then
Get on the stick
and then
comic
years
train that
later
Luke is
in
on.
Barnes and Noble, I saw How to Draw Manga, and I was like, maybe. And I picked it up and I opened it, and it was the exact same techniques. Like, nope. Put it
You're
right.
like
I went
circle,
right back at the
line,
shelf.
eyebrow, finished product.
I was like, nope.
Not falling for this one
I'm
again.
good.
I know my limits. Frames only, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah,
I
my
mean,
one
I-
friend used to draw Transformers, and he had like your collection of Crocs in Transformers, everywhere, models all over the place, and he legitimately should have been
when my
one
wife
of their
is,
artists.
When my wife is bored at work, she draws Pokemon on Post-it
She
notes.
draws really good too. I saw
Does,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. And does she look at an image and she does that? You think, or she?
Yeah,
does it?
no, she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good at like looking at every one of those pumpkins that we do because every year we do the Halloween pumpkins.
She draws that on there, right?
She draws those freehand on there. I just carve I can carve the lines.
Follow the lines, yeah.
But we look at it. We find a picture on the internet, and then she looks at it and she freehands it onto the pumpkin.
Wow,
And that's how we do it.
that is
Cool.
crazy.
We don't have like they sell those pattern books where you put
Which
the
we've
pattern
done.
on.
We've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that. She freehands. We find it and then she freehands it onto the.
That's
nice.
awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're almost out of memory.
All right, let's call it.
Are we?
Shibuda. I mean, not Shibuda. Deshibuda. Deshibuda.
Okay.
The Buddha.
I thought it was kick this crock into comfort mode.
We're going to kick this crock into the comfort mode.
We can go with
Into the comfort
I
mode.
feel like that's better.
Not even regular comfort. Into the comfort mode.
Into the comfort mode. It's like into the Spider-Verse. But
All right, my Shibudists. We are.
don't call them that.
Why not? They're
Croc-
Shibudists.
So
Crocaholics.
religious, like too culty. Crocaholics? No. See, that's not good. No.
Crocomaniacs.
He's got, okay, that's a little better. That's
Thank
a
you.
little bit
Oh,
better.
that's not too cultish?
better. Crocomaniacs? How is that a
All
cultish?
right.
It sounds less like they're
Crocketeers was the one that you said a while back. I like that one.
I like Shibudists.
the Croc Crusaders.
No. If you have not already, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin and Crocs. KICKIN.in.Crocs.
CROCS. That's for you guys, Church of Croc.
So yes, my Crusaders.
Crocsaders.
Subscribe to us on YouTube and
The Crocsaders.
That could be a satyr though.
Crocs. That's not bad. That's not bad. Comment down below. Subscribe to us on YouTube so you can comment down below what you all want your group name to be.
Crocomaniacs.
Whatever you guys want to have.
The Bots family.
We would like to be called the Bots. The Bots family.
We already have a name. Thank you.
I love it. I love
Poor Charity's like, what about me? And Will's just sitting there like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
This is true.
I could be a Bots.
What was I? Oh, I just said subscribe to us.
Crocs.
The crop.
Crocs.
That's going nowhere good. Leave that where it is. We're not adding that one in.
CROTTS.
All right, bleep that out.
No. I already said subscribe to us on YouTube, but if you're listening on audio only, then you should give us.
5 scrots.
This is
Please, just loads of stars that have nothing to do with Crocs. All right, keep it away from the Crocs, folks. I feel like I'm getting kicked in the Crocs with this one.
Just keep an eye out also for our brand new channel, Gaming and Crocs. It will be coming very soon. We have the logo for it
Yeah,
now.
it should be within
Caravella.
the next 12 months.
Yes. No, 100% it will be. It will be within the next 12 months. I'm not going to give anybody a solid date on it because we just don't know. But it will be within it. I promise you it will be within that time
Don't
frame.
make
I'm
promises.
promising it will be within 12 months. 12 months? Come on, 12 months.
God, never make promises.
It's 12 months. I promise. I promise.
Undersell and over-deliver. Sir.
Exactly.
I promise.
It'll be
it will
within the next
12
century.
62 months.
The next century.
I mean,
In the
that is also a
2000s.
fact. That is also true.
Within the 2000s,
That
we assume.
is also true. That is also a fact. All right. Well, until next time,
Well, I
I've been
read
Steve.
an article said by
Okay, we're not
by
done yet.
2300, human population will be down to the size of the UK because our AI overlords will eliminate us.
I don't think we'll last that long.
Yeah, we'll be gone by 2300.
Oh, before that. Yeah. All right, go.
I think.
Once again, until next time, I've been Steve.
Always, Dave.
Still Nick.
If you ain't crockin', you ain't rockin'.
Let's go, Crocs.
That's
My
his new one.
Crusaders.
That's the new one.
Yeah,
My
Crocs.
Shibudists. I love you for the bottom of my Crocs.
Crocomaniacs. That's what we're doing. I like it.
Tutte fresca.
Okay, you stay kicking, internet.
Kickin'.
Interesting people while styling while we run. It's kicking in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.